Last place to check out. Welcome, Gringo. See where plants, people, and angels coexist. Where would you like to go? In all the commotion of the doll attack, the angels protected us. I'm going to trust the angels. The angels are the saviors of the city. The plant monsters were nothing but... the plant monsters saw the residents as nothing but food. Still empty. It was a fierce battle and we managed to prevent major damage. But who were the male and female monsters that were fighting in the city? And those two looked like they were using holy power. Do you know each other? Ah, yes, we know. And they're dead. Unfortunately. It's not surprising that the voices in favor of the angels are growing, but they're getting a bit extreme these days. When I was in that mess, an angel saved my life. On the other hand, monsters are assholes. I'm glad they left the town. The tavern is still closed, but the apathy towards us seems to have diminished considerably. I'm sorry, but by order of the angels, we are currently closed. The civilian casualties were minimal, and yet it was a fierce battle, and many angels fell. How did a mere doll become so strong? There are still many unknown things in this world. And we are totally the bad guys. Most of the monsters weren't even involved with the barbarism of the botanical gardens. I've been saying it for a while now, but monsters are no good. Angels are trustworthy. Everyone started talking bad about Cannon. She did something terrible for sure, but it's kind of sad. Humans are such cash cows. When the next ruler comes, angels will be vilified. Recently, plant monsters are being bullied by the whole town. I feel sorry for them. Those are pretty tasty when you eat them. Oh no, just kidding. Let's pretend we didn't, let's pretend we didn't see the drool falling to her feet. Or the screws falling to her feet. What's gonna happen to the world these days? Angels? Slimes? Dolls? I'm not sure if this is a good idea or not. I think it would be better to stay put for a while. During the raid, I got to play with a Kaikuri doll! I got a can of cat food! You're quite the daredevil! To even beg of the puppet circus to feed you? between the cannon, who was killing residents, and Rafaella, who was protecting them. It's obvious to see who is more adored. Well, to be fair, only the upper class even were granted access, so your typical Alrani wandering the streets had no idea what was going on. I'm used to seeing angels patrolling the streets now. It's such a dangerous world. I feel rather uneasy if they weren't there. After the angels, I didn't know that dolls would attack us. In this world, you never know what's going to happen. However, a large-scale evacuation was quickly carried out and the damage was minimal. Rafaella is different from Canon, isn't she? There's a movement to build a statue in the square in honor of Rafaella. I'm going to donate a little bit of my own money. Those puppets had no military objectives, they just wanted to run amok. Rafaella immediately organized and skillfully guided the enemy. She lured them into an evacuation area and laid siege onto them. She saved the civilians who were too late to evacuate. This defense operation could have been more successful. Though the measures of Rafaella, we have thoroughly established a good government and further minimize the damage of the attack. The angel's voice is growing and has the support of the citizens. Well, it's only natural since Lady Rafaella reigns. Ilias doesn't hate monsters in general. She'll still get pissed if they do anything bad. We need to build a church in this town too. We need a place to pray to Goddess Ilias. I'm going to confess to mine today. No, the wind's bad. I'll do it tomorrow. I knew that angels are the savior of the world. Lately, I pray to Ilias every day. You're a BFer. We already did you. You don't say anything different. Where did the dolls come from in the first place? Are they enemies from another world? Rafaella is a nice girl, isn't she? She even let monsters take refuge with humans. Really, what's going on in the world? What is a puppet circus? I hate clowns and that kind of stuff. There are some extraordinary people on Earth, such as a single puppeteer who can create that many puppets. Don't really need that. How about more of these? We only got 4. This is Yamata. Even with the attack of the puppets, we suffered very little damage. A man with suspicious glasses protected us. Or a suspicious man with glasses protected us. The suspicious young man with the glasses is our guardian god. We must build a shrine and worship him. The plant monsters must be punished. They killed so many humans. Yeah, Nero. Who was that suspicious spectacled person? At first I thought they were an enemy, but they protected us all. The savior who dutifully appeared to help the people in distress is the suspicious noble with glasses. Nodoka could not have anticipated this attack. What would have happened if the suspicious man with the glasses did not protect us? After the army of angels, it's a puppet circus? What's going to happen in the world from now on? The angels are doing well. They turn the demons into enemies and they manage to tame the citizens. I'm having a hard time getting wind of the humans and the angels. Maybe I should move to another city, somewhere else. I hear the doll attacks have happened in every major city. Finally, the world's going crazy. I was walking outside and a man from the town threw stones at me. We may not be able to live here any longer. Most monsters didn't even know about the botanical gardens. Why are we now being blamed like this? Rafaella told us to leave before the dolls came. There's nothing to be afraid of. The fairy apartment, it wasn't broken. The dolls didn't break the building too much, did they? Fairies and angels are friends. That's what they say. So we're getting away from all the anger towards monsters. Yeah, all the little doors. It's a nice touch, isn't it? I'm a Lamia, so why do I also have to bear the terrible reputation of the plant monsters? Even the people who were praising Hona-sama a while ago are turning their palms to us. No matter how sweet the angels are, it makes no difference that they are in control. Right. The Monster Lord doll, which was a terribly strong thing, was knocked down in a single blow and was lying on the floor for a long time. You're putting all the blame on all the monsters. Angels and dolls, what's next? I think it's time for this to come to an end. Alright, we talked to you. The occupation seems to be spreading well, too. We of Ilias crews are scattered all over the country and are supporting the occupation. The citizens are now completely cooperative with the Celestial Army. Therefore, we have enough soldiers and have little to do. I, as the leader of the group, have been free more often than not, but I cannot just do nothing and watch. So, please, let me accompany Ilias. I want to serve the great goddess. What are you talking about? What you want to do, Luca? That's what I'm talking about. What you want to do, Luca? Sure, you can join. Thank you. My sword is for Ilias. Alright. Lazarus joined the group. My, you didn't have to let this have this creepy guy as a companion. I'm good enough by myself. You're awfully rude. What kind of life did you have in order to be like that? Hold on. How the hell did you end up like that? I had this kind of character from the start. No, I am the legitimate Lazarus. Dear Ilias, what kind of man is the legitimate Lazarus? He inadvertently killed Marcellus, and after repeated ruinous follies in his quest for redemption, he burned to death. How awful! That ain't the worst I can think of. I guess it's time for us to leave too. Since the battle has become so fierce, there's no certainty you come out of it. Lazarus in the original was stoned for a while, but after a few days he managed to cure himself through unknown means. And then he joined the battle against Ilias's army and died. That's why I now anticipate the dissolution of the group. If we leave the group until after the war, it's obvious that there will be an exchange of internal strife. We will take care of the reemployment of the group members. After the war, there is a lot of reconstruction and hard work for rough men. With the help of Rafaella, we survived the crisis of the attack on the dolls. Her wisdom is unparalleled in the heavenly world. The castle, surrounded by greenery, is now very familiar to us. This peaceful space brings a healing to body and soul. Yeah, the thing is, though, I'm pretty sure this place is haunted by now. Lady Gabriella is still being held captive by the Dark Army, probably at Tsubasa Castle, deprived of her freedom. Like Rafaella, she is also a wise person and has recovery skills that are the best in the world. She is very reliable. We are clean and righteous angels, but we have a lot of citizens who look at us in a creepy way, though. Oh, how beautiful you are, Rafaella. I'm at work, while at work, and so prodigal. Alright, what have you got for us? Welcome to this site. Your skill in eviscerating Kagasumugi is wonderful. Everyone praises me, but it's only through the works of Ilias. Now the only enemy city left is Tsubasa. Almost certainly Gabriella is being held prisoner there. Please be careful, Ilias. I sense a bad spirit coming from the land of Tsubasa. If there is anything unusual, please withdraw immediately. Leave dangerous missions to us, the 7 Archangels. Of course, I'll rely on your help when we need it. Until then, rest yourselves. Yes, Tsubasa is Haruko. As you say, I'll take the leisure time to rest my body and soul. If you don't rest while you can, you won't be able to fight a long battle. By the way, may I ask you to run a personal errand for me, Child of Judgment? Sure, that's fine. You've been a lot of help so far. My hobbies are reading and book collecting. I seek solace in books when my body and mind are tired. This monster world is a world that has a history that's very different from the heavenly world. Naturally, there will be many books I'm unfamiliar with. You want us to bring you a book on the magical world? Like a Bible, instruction book, or grimoire? No. I want you to bring me the sexiest book in the monster world. Ah! The sexiest book in the monster world? She does have hentai protagonists there. That's true. Of course, I'm not asking you to do it for free. I'll give you something special in return. I won't say anything about public morale since you're not under my command. But if you have something to think us with, let's go find it. If we're looking for the sexiest book in the monster world, it's gotta be San Ilia, the sanctuary of succubi. The public commotion should have calmed down and the blockade should have been lifted. Let's go to San Ilia, shall we? I'm looking forward to it. Let's go to San Ilia, find the book Rafaella is looking for. First, let's hit the tool shop. Alright. San Ilia. Alright, to the tool shop, huh? The most explicit book in the monster world. Do you have it? Oh boy! Look at that cute face. Do you need a book you shouldn't have? It's not for me! I was asked to find it! Yes, yes, well, you can put it that way. But the sexiest book in the monster world isn't in this store. I'm sure it's in the archives in the castle of San Ilia. They'll have the book you're looking for, though. Castle archives. The book is said to be in the archives of the castle of San Ilia. Let's go there right away. We are currently on high alert. There are probably reinforcements called in at the request. For now, you can wait in the waiting room on your left. The higher-ups will be here shortly. The castle suffered tremendous damage during the attack. Half of our soldiers were killed or wounded, but we have to bring in more from outside. I too am not supposed to be on duty. In an emergency like this, I can't complain. Okay, in the archives, huh? Welcome to the library of the Castle of San Ilias. The dolls didn't seem interested in the books, and they didn't even look my way. The most sexually explicit book in the monster world. Do you have it? Oh my, you look so cute. You want such a bad book? It's not for me. I was asked to come find it. Of course. The book you're looking for is here. Oh, looks like it's on loan now. It was rented to Hartley Ellie. According to the list of names, their job is to guard the basement. That girl is already dead. Looks like she was involved in the attack on the dolls and has been confirmed dead. Are you saying she lost her life while borrowing the book in question? That girl's job is to guard the basement, right? Then maybe the book is still near where they worked. Come this far, let's go down to the lower floor and see if we can find it. The succubus who borrowed the book is said to have lost her life on BE2. Perhaps there is a book on the bookshelf on that floor. Right. I don't need jaw. I think that they assume that I'm a replacement for one of their heroes for hire that lost their life in the battle. That's what I get from talking to the guard on that front. Because in this city, many people enjoyed the play of bad touching heroes. See a library here. This is B1. This is B2. On a bookshelf here somewhere. Yeah, surprisingly most of the succubi were closed. Apparently under Minagi's rule, it is, you must make the man beg for it. Ah, here we go. Ah, I actually talked to the succubi that was reading a book. She was probably reading it while I was going through here. That's a shame. Terrible shame. This book must be... got the most naughty book in the monster world. Just be sure, I should check the insides to see if it is indeed the book. I want to see too! I'm a little bit interested in it. You mustn't! You mustn't! I will be responsible for checking. Eden made sure it was the sexiest book in the monster world. What a shamelessly dressed woman. This book definitely seems to be the one we're looking for. Then let's go give it to Rafaella. As long as we get a thank you gift, I will overlook the immorality. Yeah, Naked Eden said that. Okay, harpy feather. Alright, grand gold. Nah, she's going to give us a sealed job item. Though she might tease us a bit. Gave the sexiest book in the monster world to Rafaella. Oh, you got it? Oh, thank you. She's even drooling a bit. I'll take my time to enjoy it later. For now, please take this. Got a sealed ball of work. Seems to be a sealed job change item that allows us to become a merchant, cook, maid, or some other sealed job. Well then, Ilias and Child of Judgment, I sincerely wish you good fortune in your military service. The looseness on your face hasn't returned. The one who doesn't seem like a lecher and doesn't talk about, and we won't talk about it. That's the achievement. Yes. Yes, I will. I'll use Lazarus. I got him. Sarasa turned out to be surprisingly useful. Now then. San Ilias. We need to talk to people around there. Is there anything different? What were those dolls? I've never seen a circus that wasn't fun. I never imagined that dolls and not angels would attack. In this day and age, you need to be well armed more than fashionable. You never know when angels or dolls will attack us again. dolls killed a bunch of my friends. Why is this happening? What a commotion in the asylum from Grand Gold. Where can we flee to? That doll, it seems to have gone on a rampage around the world. San Ilias seems to be the starting point of the attack, though. No wonder we had a whole lot of victims. If it wasn't for Minagi, we would have been wiped out. I lost so many family members and friends. I wonder how this heartbreak can be healed. I heard that the dolls came from the basement of the castle. That's why all the guards in the basement were wiped out. I heard that the prostitutes of the Great Whorehouse were also attacked in the waiting room and wiped out. What a terrible thing to do. The Lord... oh. There's so much work to do in the castle. I'm getting dizzy. It's so hard today with all the instructions for reconstruction, what work and whatnot. The battles with the dolls made me realize how inexperienced I am. I need to train more and become stronger. I can't believe that Morrigan passed away. She was such a friendly girl who even spoke to us downstairs. Yep, nothing in here. I managed to rebuild my house and take a break. It's been a really rough time, but it's good that I still have my life. On the day of the attack, many of those attending the dinner lost their lives. I never thought that even designer Rosa would pass away. The future of fashion's looking bleak. Welcome, we brought to a lot of practical armor in light of the world's situation. The doll attack killed Desire Rosa. The world is not in fashion. We're in a bad place. The owner of this stall was killed in the puppet attack. It's sad that the items for sale are still here. The castle's on high alert after the doll attack. It looks like there will be no more dinners or balls for a while. What were those puppets? I almost lost my life! There's a huge whorehouse in the basement of the castle of San Ilias. I heard that most of the first-class prostitutes were killed and it's closed. I wasn't originally in a position to be able to go in a place like that, but it's sad to see the loss of an icon of horror culture. I heard that seance artist, Master Chrome, has gone missing too. I wonder if she got caught up in the puppet attack and lost her life. No, she is fine. Many of our friends lost their lives in the puppet attack. If it weren't for Minagi, loss of life would have been even greater. There's been an increase in the number of Energizers, sex toys, and medicines. Oh, you're so cute. I'd love to spend the night with you. I'm busy cleaning up after the raid. We can't talk about celebrities and dinner parties anymore. First and foremost, we have to survive. I know we're at war with the angels, but what the hell is with those dolls? Yeah, Luca is a woman magnet. Yeah, and I like that, or if you want to go after it, you should go after the pirate rather than the dark god. They already took care of the pirate. Looks like this city suffered a major disaster. I heard that it was one of the most damaged cities that was attacked. Oh, you seem to be quite skilled. I'll show you my skills too. I managed to save my own life during that attack. I knew it's because I bought a weapon to fight with. Since that doll attack, equipment has become even more important. You have to protect yourself. I was supposed to be taking a vacation, but got caught up in a terrible mess. I was almost carved up by a doll and thrown into the canal. Yeah, we heard that. Even after all that, the church is still quiet. It's like if I really are a realist. Alright. Rumor has it that Master Morgan has passed away. They say she was killed by the puppet chief, but I don't know if that's true or not. It is true. She was killed by Kagasamugi. In times like these, when it tends to be dark and somber, why don't we go and refresh ourselves? First floor is the bar, second floor is the inn. We won't be defeated by a raid like that. Yep, I see they're still having fun. Alright, they don't say anything different. Still can't get used to that transition. Yeah, it's the same people too. Alright, you don't say anything different. I've been here a lot lately. In times like these, I think we want to forget our insecurities. Just west of here. Oh, we are. That's info. I need to sit here, my friend. Who went to the castle dinner party, got killed by a doll. She was so excited to be a celebrity. I never thought she'd die with all the celebrities that she adores. At the time of the raid, Lady Minagi fought her way to the outskirts of the city, drawing most of the puppets there. If we had stayed and fought in this town, there would have been a lot more damage. It's a wonder that Minagi single-handedly protected everyone by acting as a decoy. Sounds like the castle massacre was really bad. They haven't been able to confirm how many people were killed. There's not a single town or village in the Tsubasa region. Oh, we already read that. Duh. I heard that most of the celebrities gathered at the castle for the dinner party were killed. It blew my ambition to become upper class out of the water. They closed the stage at the big whorehouse. Now there won't be any more scouts coming to this stage. I'm not giving up my chance to make it big, even though the castle turned out like that. Don't come up on stage! We are currently on high alert. Here are probably reinforcements called in by request. For now, you can wait in the waiting room to the left. The higher-ups will be there shortly. The castle suffered tremendous damage during the attack. Half of our people were killed or wounded, and we had to bring in more from outside. I, too, am not supposed to be on duty, but in an emergency like this, I can't complain. I pushed through my injuries and went out to guard the castle. It still hurts, so don't touch my tail. I was told to wait here because they're going to tell us to deploy the troops. It's already been 3 hours. How much longer do I have to wait? It's been a hectic time with the emergency security system. There are a lot of faces I haven't seen before. It's good that they've beefed up security, but I think it's having the opposite effect. We can't tell if there's an intruder. Minagi is busy with her work at the Dark God's castle and the reconstruction of the city. The castle affairs are left to Lilith. And it's very unlike her to be able to take control after gathering reinforcements and volunteer troops. After all, I'm sure that the loss of 2 sisters must have been quite a blow to her. Anyone who is below the 2nd basement floor was wiped out. I know a lot of people who died. The chaos is so intense we haven't even caught up with identifying the dead. Most of them probably don't even have bodies left. For the time being, should we just protect this palace? It's good that they've agreed to replenish the army, but it's been very hectic in the castle. We are currently closed. The reopening date has not been determined. Earlier, I approached a guy who was moving suspiciously, and he was a new recruit who had just gotten here. I don't know up from down anymore. I'm also a reserve who was called in after the attack. I don't know anyone except on this floor. I don't even know what my colleagues look like. I'm here. We're well protected. I'll not tolerate intruders. Are you a guardian of the cathedral? Do your best. Let's do our best for Minaki. Yeah. It's like they don't know who's who anymore. Just burying the victim's remains is a lot of work. I don't think we got the full extent of the damage yet. I was invited to the dinner as a guest, but I survived the attack and stayed on as a guard. I think I saw you at that dinner party. We're both lucky to have survived that hell. Since the loss of Morrigan, Lilith has not been seen by anyone. Her orders are also conveyed through her subordinates. That seems to have caused a lot of confusion. A great number of nobles and invited guests fell prey to the puppets. This is also a great cultural loss. The story goes that a puppeteer mastermind appeared in the basement of the castle. From there, it seems like the puppets' damage spread worldwide. By righteousness, I have come to give my support. I will take charge of the security of this place, so you can rest assured. I heard that the designer, Rosso, ran out of steam here. I heard that she was not taking a step back against the approaching dolls. It would ruin the fashion of her opponents. Oh, so she didn't fight the dolls to not ruin their fashion sense. Well, she died for the cause, I guess. There may be someone upstairs who knows this. Let's not go any further. Alright. Let's see, did we ever go to the heavens to see if there's anything new there? It seems that you destroyed the puppet circus by defeating Kagesamui. With this, we can assume that the immediate crisis has passed. I wish you luck in your future operations. We have managed to get things under control in the Heavenly Realm thanks to the efforts of the 7 Archangels. We were able to get rid of the army of Black Alice. 7 archangels, with the exception of Michaela, have returned to the cities in the monster world. From now on, the invasion operation of the monster world will be resumed. The next destination is Sabasa, a land full of mysteries where information is still elusive. It is said that the one who rules that is Haruko. Do not let your guard down in the slightest, for she is an extremely dangerous opponent. The overall command of the army to occupy the monster world will continue to be in the hands of Rafaella. If you leave it to her, everything will turn out well. Of course, you guys have done a great job. In effect, you guys have won the monster world so far. We are almost certain that the only other 7 archangel who has not been released is Gabriella, who is in Sabasa. It is believed that Haruko rules Sabasa in the monster world, but she has never been seen since her first appearance. Haruko is an extremely belligerent and greedy monster that does not show her health. That's quite unusual. There's something abominable about Sabasa. Small Ilias, won't you agree? We agree with you. Haruko is involved. It can't be ordinary. The next battle may well decide the course of the war. I still see a destructive tendency in Black Alice. It was just a rareless and destructive act. They can no longer be reasoned with. If we don't bury them as quickly as possible, the world will fall to crisis. The crisis has been averted, but it's only the first wave that has retreated. As long as Black Alice is alive, she will come in for us again and again. Finding her will be another challenge for the future. Even in this heavenly realm, fierce battles were fought in many places. As a result, the Black Allen Legion has retreated. The work of the 7 archangels is truly wonderful, especially Lady Michaela, who has buried countless enemies. We got this taken care of, Luca. It seems like you were a big help too. But take every precaution in your next fight. Haruko is an extremely dangerous opponent. Can you say something to me as well? As usual, you're boorish and conspicuous. Isn't it about time you realize that you're not all-powerful? Michaela's salty advice has been gratefully received. The next destination... Oh, we already talked to you. Although we defeated Black Alice's army, she herself has not been destroyed. If we leave Black Alice alone, it is inevitable that she will cause another mess. But even if we defeat her, we don't know where they are. The next stalls, which were on loan to the Alliance of Wisdom, finally ran out of power and stopped functioning. Now that the Alliance of Wisdom has been destroyed, it's impossible to even replenish their power. We can't reactivate them. Oh! So they just don't make a showing in the Ilias route. The Alliance of Wisdom has been destroyed, but we are working on recovering data they left behind. The challenge now is to restore the next dolls which have been shut down. If we can create a power source that meets the standard with our own hands... Alright, anything else? Kage Sumurugi's dolls, especially the data of the Monster Lord dolls, are being analyzed. I'm sure some of the techniques will be useful in the future. After all, it seems the techniques belonging to Chaos were also used. I suppose the help of Black Alice made that possible. Every time you guys come here, there's always something wrong with the equipment. I'm not complaining, it's just rather interesting. Alright. Alright, can't just leave. Oh, speaking of which, I don't have any harpy feathers on hand. I think I accidentally ran out. Then please use this. I don't need it. I got the infinite harpy feather. I guess they didn't account for that. But it's nice to know that you can't get yourself into a soft lock there by not having any harpy feathers. It's a nice bit of forethought. Alright. Let's head to Monte Carlo.